Hey everybody, hey, we're out doing another hunt tonight, and hopefully we're going to find some stuff. We never know, but keeping our fingers crossed. So stay tuned, let's see what we can come up with tonight. First target of the day, and it was coming up as pretty much a quarter. At first the signal was kind of scratchy and low, but I said, yeah, let's dig it anyway. I got down in a little bit. It was coming up as a quarter. I got excited, and hey, it looks like, not sure if this is part of an old shoe. You know, the bottom, it's pretty heavy. I'll have to clean it up more, but pretty cool. I've never gotten anything like this one before. I just flipped out.
How many inches down?
About 9. Oh, look at that. A nice button.
Wow, look at, yeah, there's the shank.
Wow, that's a beautiful button.
Could have been a coin, could have been a copper.
This is actually, no wonder why it's coming up kind of weird. It's actually a pewter button.
Oops.
These are beautiful. I love these things. Wow, I really thought at first that was a silver when it popped out of the hole. Really thought that was a silver. I really did.
Beautiful. Very nice.
But definitely a pewter. It looks like there's a design on it. Like a triangle or something, right? Does it look like that?
Yeah, it does.
Huh, okay.
When we clean it up,
we'll clean it up at home, find out a little more about it. But
okay.
Very nice, cool, man. Right off the bat. Bingo. All right, let's keep going. Did it again. Got ourselves a really nice button. Probably like the 100th button I found in here. Pretty close to that. Got a shank on the back. But very nice. I'll take it. Thin little button. About the size of a penny. Don't see any markings on it, at least not yet. So we'll put this away and let's keep going. Alrighty, my friends. Well, I got another target here, and I'm not quite sure what this is. It just reminds me of a piece of lead. It's kind of whitish though. I don't see anything on it. It's kind of half moon shaped, as you can see, rounded. I don't see it. Man, Cindy is way down there. Let's see if I can zoom in on her. She's down right there. She is. She's way down there. Looks like she's digging something up. She's way down there. She's just a little speck. I can barely see her from here. I'm way up the other end of this one field. And I just picked up a signal here. And yeah, it's some kind of, you hear it, some kind of iron piece, a little round iron. Okay, here's a new one. I haven't ever seen one of these before. It actually looks kind of like a little key in a way. I gotta clean it up more to see if there's anything else on it, like threads or anything. Can't see too much with it, but pretty interesting. Definitely old, nothing new. Down about 8 inches. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Okay, on to the next. All right, we just got ourselves another button, I think. Cindy just got it out of the plug here.
It was very deep.
Yeah, these signals have been pretty deep. Yeah, it looks like a button to me.
Yeah.
There's a shank there.
Yep. What's the other side look like?
Just a regular flat button, I think.
Yeah, just a flat button, but it's a button.
Yeah, a button's
cool.
A button's a button.
I like a button.
Okay, cool. That's 2 buttons. There's Cindy down there. She's working her way up here. been pretty quiet till now. And I just picked up this, what looks to be maybe a coin. I don't see any shank on it. The thickness is about like a penny. It's about the size of a penny. I'm thinking it's probably an Indian head. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to stick to that story. So I'm not going to mess with it too much, try to clean it up right now. But I'll do it after we get done here today. Okay, let's keep going.
It's not a large scent. It's out of this hole. And
it's a copper.
Yep, it's a copper, and it was surrounded by iron, so I almost didn't dig it. But I'm glad I did because
it's small, but
very small, thin.
It looks almost too big to be a penny, like an Indian head or something, but it's very thin. We'll have to clean that one up at home. I don't want to.
We don't want
to rub it and mess it up. So
no.
Okay. Hey, another coin. That's a good one. I don't know how you found that one.
I don't know. It was a tough one. It was a tough signal.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. Okay, well, just came up with another signal, and came up as a pull tab. And I said, 5 inches down in this colonial field. I get a lot of signals like that. They usually turn out to be something good. So I'll take this. I'll take this one. This is nice. You can see the shank on it. So I will stow this away and continue. Okay, I almost didn't dig this, but it looks like a some type of a rivet. It was very sketchy, and lately I've been just digging anything that has any possibility of being something, and I'm coming up with some very odd stuff. This is very small, and it's definitely old, so I'm saying that it's most likely some type of a rivet to clothing or what have you. So, another good find. All right, she's at it again. She's just yelling at me. So she must have found something. It's getting late. What'd you find?
Copper. Got a copper.
What?
A copper. Come on.
Okay. All right, here I come. Oh, looks like she got another copper. Wow. I have found a ton more coppers than her in this field, and she's catching up to me. She's getting quite a few of them now. Big? Small?
It's right here. I didn't uncover it yet.
Okay, good. Good, we'll get it on video. I just came through here. I don't know if I came through in that exact same spot, but I just came through here.
So, it's right here. See it?
Where is it?
Right here.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So I didn't want to uncover it until you came, so we could do it together.
Are you sure it's a copper?
Well, I think so. It's the same shape. It might not be, but I wanted to do it with you.
All right, well, let's see what it is.
Okay.
Let's get some of the dirt off of it.
Maybe it's a button. No, it is a copper. It is a copper.
Very
Yay!
good. All right, well, this time
We're not going to rub it off.
let's not mess with it.
Okay.
Because
The other one was so destroyed.
oh, these bugs are getting me.
But
What
it's
is that? It's a tick. All right, just got a tick off me.
Yay! Let's
so-
go it up.
So this copper here, yeah, these coppers that we've been getting in this field are so beat from fertilizer and pesticides and everything. I mean, it's very difficult to read what's on them. So we're going to be very careful with this one, see if we can get anything off of it. So we'll get back to you and we'll see what we got. Hang loose. We'll be back. Okay, found this this button here. Doesn't look that old. Looks like a button or some type of a clip. You can see the end there, or what would be like a shank. Not sure what it is. Don't think it's that old. Alrighty, well, got another, what looks to be a little button. It's kind of looks a little concave. It's pretty thick too. Looks like a shank there, so I'm going to say it's a button. I don't see anything on it as far as lettering or. Pretty nice. I like it. Okay, let's keep going. See what else we can find.
Yeah, so I found this Crota bell.
Right here you found it, right?
Yeah, and if you look at it,
oh yeah,
nice
definitely.
Design, but
It
see
looks
how
like
it looks like it broke right in the middle there.
Yeah, it's probably right where the, see how this is cut here?
Yeah.
That's where the, they had the slots in the sides of them. But this looks like the bottom right here.
Isn't that pretty? That's a nice one.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. See if you can find the rest of it.
Oh, that would be awesome, but it's a nice piece.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay,
All
let
right.
me keep
Hey,
looking.
keep searching. Maybe you'll find the rest of it.
I
Never
know.
know. Can only hope. I'm going to go back here. I got my... What the heck's that? Another piece of Crota bell?
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
Oh, geez, I dug it up.
Isn't that
What are we
funny?
about? We're about 15 yards away from each other, right? You're
Yeah.
way over there.
That mat, that would go with this one.
Perfect. Maybe there's another piece in there. Yep. No. Got to follow the lines here. Did you go to kindergarten? All right. That's not it either.
Oops.
Did you try to put a square peg in a
figured me
round
out.
hole when you were a kid?
You figured me out. Oops.
All right.
Here, take your Crota bell.
Okay, I will. I don't trust you with it right now. Who knows what you'll do with it? All right. Okay, well, I keep finding pieces of that Crota bell. I think we have like 6 or 7 pieces now. This time I thought it was another piece because I just keep finding them left and right. And this thing here are, it's chicken peepers, they call them. So they'd put these on the chickens' beaks. They'd mount on the beaks, and it would keep them from pecking one another, because chickens like to pick on each other. That's kind of cool. I know there was a chicken farm, a couple chicken farms near here back in the day when chicken farms were extremely popular in this area. So this is my, I think this is my third one, second or third one I found. But that's kind of cool though. Probably from the 50s, somewhere around there, 1950s. Okay, let's keep going. All right, well, we just found a button in this hole here. We both got it as a target, but I couldn't find it. The thing is so small.
And it was so small, it took me forever to find it because I was looking for something.
Yeah, thing's pretty tiny. I could not find it.
Yep.
I gave up on it.
You could feel the shank on the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, getting dark out. We're going to keep moving. We only got a few more minutes left probably, and then we're going to have to head in. So, all right, let's keep going. Okay, well, man, I was digging this hole here, and I was getting this really crappy signal, and I decided to dig it. It was very faint, and it turns out to be a very tiny button. This could be the smallest button I've ever found. I have found a couple that were close to this. This thing is small. Pretty darn cool though. Okay, I'll take it. It's getting pretty dark out. I don't know if you can see Cindy's way out there. See if I can zoom in on her. Yeah, there she is. She's looking at something. So, alright, we're gonna be packing it in, I think. I think this could be my last dig right here. It's getting pretty late. So, anyway, nice little find. I'm going to put this away. Maybe I'll do a couple more swings and then I think head in for the night. So probably do a wrap up after this, and we'll see you then. Well, this is a combination of a few hunts that we went on, and so I just wanted to go over some of the stuff we have. I won't go over all of it because it's just too much. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of little stuff. We found so much stuff. We found a lot of buttons, a lot of coins, a lot of little relics, as you can see. So I start out over here on the left side here. We got all of our junk that we picked up. Iron, even got a little belt down here, which isn't that old, but somebody broke their belt, found that down a few inches. But some various iron pieces and some bolts, things like that. So I'll start up here. Got a small buckle, a couple pieces of what I think is lead. This piece here is very interesting, where it's got some kind of design on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's really cool looking. Whatever design is on that is pretty neat, and I don't know what this is, but it certainly is interesting. I'd love to find out what the heck it is. So I'm going to hang on to that. Found another piece of silver, probably from, looks like from a utensil. This was a large cent that Cindy got. Not sure what that is, pretty crusty. Down here, looks like probably an old 410 shotgun shell or something. Head stamp. That looks like another one. This I'm not sure. Maybe an umbrella, a piece to an old umbrella. This I'm not sure of either. It's just probably a piece of scrap, some kind of nugget, or maybe some type of button. Not sure. I'll put that to the side. Got some various musket balls and pieces of lead. As you can see, pretty cool. There's a few more up here, which I don't think they're buckshot. They're a little too big for buckshot. Some square nails. We have a set of chicken peepers that they used to stick on the chicken beaks, keep them from pecking each other. Looks like an old bushing to something. This here actually happens to be it's the bottom piece of a butt plate to a musket loader, to a musket. So that would be on the back of the stock, and it's the bottom piece, and that's where the screw went in to mount it to the back of the gun. So that's kind of cool. Got some various clad here, dimes, and most of these pennies, I think, most of them are modern, just regular memorial cents. This is a wheat penny. I don't know what the date is on that. I forget. We got so much crap here. But that's pretty cool. Got an Indian head. I don't know what the date is on it. It's 1800 something, but not sure what it is. Can't see the last two digits. This item here is really cool. I don't know what it is, but it's really got my interest. I really would love to find out what the heck this is. It's like a little tiny bowl, almost like a little spoon or something, you know, but not sure what it is, but it's neat. It's kind of thin, but it's, you know, it's still fairly durable. So I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, or if you have any ideas, just leave a comment. Love to know. Croto bells. Well, we got a bunch of pieces, as you can see. I did find the top to that croto bell. Tried to clean it up. It's a little beat up, and it's cracked, and you can see the other pieces to it. Really nice. I love these things. You can see the markings on it. But we found these pieces in a pretty decent area where I'd say probably about 20 yards, 30 yards square area, and we were finding all these pieces here. I found most of them. But these things are always neat to find. I'd love to put it together, but I don't know how I'd be able to do that. I don't think we have quite all the pieces, but we're pretty close. Found this old spoon. This is nothing too old. I think this is actually from the 1930s. I think it's an old iced tea spoon, or a Sunday spoon they would call it. It's from Oneida, and again, I think it's from around 1930. The only thing else I have is some pretty cool stuff. I got a few more things. Let's see, let's go over the buttons real quick. As you can see, I got a bunch of buttons. This thing here isn't quite like a button. It's some type of thing that, I don't know, slides on or fastens to something. But the rest of these are buttons. I have, this one's a nice pewter button that I found. Beautiful button. Another flat button, flat. Up here, another flat button. And they just keep going. This is a two-piece button. It's got a design in it. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a, you can see right there, it has kind of like a V pattern on it. And then there's something in the center, almost like a little chain going across, but I'm not sure what it is. Up top, I'm not sure what that is, or if it's corrosion. But it does have a pattern on it, so that's kind of neat. I don't find too many of those. This little button here is kind of like an octagon button. It has 8 sides to it. Other than that, just a regular flat button. And then the smallest button I got was this little thing. Tiny button. This is a rivet that I found, some type of garment rivet. This is an old, I believe what it is an old clock winder, but it's kind of hinged, so you can see that it moves. I think they used to wind up the old clocks with them, or whatever, something like that. Piece of pottery right here. Oh, this is tough. So much stuff. The last thing I wanted to go over was this one right here is really cool. This one just, I was shocked to get this, and I didn't get this in this hunt, or these last couple hunts here. This goes back a few videos where I dug this up, and I thought at the time that it was an Indian head penny. It was extremely thin. It was small like a dime, but very small. I just thought maybe it was just eaten away and corroded so badly. The only thing I could think of it being is an Indian head penny, being that small and coming from that area. So I cleaned it up the best I could, and it really didn't come out all that great. It was still very dirty, and didn't really know what it was. So I said, let me try a little experiment. So I did a little bit of electrolysis on it, and I only did it for a couple minutes with a 6-volt adapter, and it cleaned up enough where I could actually see everything on it pretty much. And it turns out to be a 3-cent nickel, which was back in around the 1860s. I believe this is an 1865. They made another one that was silver in around the same time period, but it has a different design front and back. But on this, and I don't know if you can see it, it has the Roman numeral 3 on it, surrounded by a wreath. And then on the front, it's got the it's got like a matron head on it or something. Trying to orient it, but I can't quite see it. I think it actually goes, I think it goes like that. Not positive. But anyway, kind of cool. Yeah, that's how it goes. I can see it now. You guys could probably see that. You can see the matron head on there. But I think it's from 1865. And like I said, they made a silver variety of this. It didn't last very long before they made the next nickel, which was the 5-cent nickel, which is what we know today. So pretty cool history to this. Before this coin, the 3-cent nickel was actually a paper note, and they became all ragged and dirty, and people didn't like them, so they made a coin into it around the mid-1860s. I think maybe even 1863, I think it was. But pretty cool story. I thought it was an Indian head, cleaned it up enough and got it to this point, and turns out to be a really nice surprise, a 3-cent nickel. So first one I've ever gotten, so I'm really happy about that. So anyway, that's it. I don't want to bore you anymore. We'll catch you next time on the next video. Take care, everybody. Be good.